Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the swearing in of our new fire chief, Christopher Bright. Right. At this time, I now ask that we all stand to do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for now. Please remain standing. I would like to now call upon Olivia Frenny to join us in the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were still gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Olivia. That was beautiful. Now at this time, I'd like to call upon our Mayor Brian Arrigo for introductory comments. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here today as we celebrate hopefully Chris's maybe favorite day, and maybe a day that you might look back on and say, what was I getting myself into? But the official swearing in of our new chief, Chris Bright. I'd like to start by thanking the dignitaries and elected officials that we have with us on this Monday afternoon. First and foremost, Speaker DeLeo, thank you for being Representative Rosalie Vincent. We have City Councilors Jessica Giannino, Robert Haas, former mayor, City Councilor Anthony Zambuto, Ward 1 City Councilor Joanne McKenna, Ward 2 City Councilor Ira Novoselsky, Ward 3 City Councilor Arthur Guanasso, Ward 5 City Councilor John Powers, Ward 6 City Councilor Charlie Patch. From the school committee, we have Michael Ferranti and Carol Ty. I'd also like to recognize Superintendent Kelly from the Revere School Department. And there are a few other folks that I'd like to acknowledge. Former Chief Gene Doherty, former Chief Dan Doherty, former Chief Arthur Anderson, and the Chief of the Lynn Fire Department, Jim McDonald. Is there anyone else left? And our Chief of Police. I'd also like to thank all of the fellow firefighters, retired and active duty, who came out to support Chief Bright this afternoon. I think that the support of your colleagues, current and former, is the best vote of confidence that any chief can have, and it shows by the attendance this afternoon on a lazy Monday afternoon in August that we have so many great folks here. So I'd like to give a round of applause for all of our I'd also like to acknowledge Chief Bright's family. It's not always easy to have loved ones that have very difficult and dangerous jobs. And, you know, that has been the case for Chief Bright for a number of years, over 30. And so we want to thank you for your love and your support of the chief and making sure that he's the best man that we could have. Thank you. To have the honor of serving as Chief of Revere's Fire Department, I think that you need to prove two things. One, that you're committed to doing the best job that you can do for the public that you serve. And two, that you're capable of being a leader and setting an example for the men and women in your department. Throughout his career, Chief Bright has demonstrated these consistently. The chief has committed his life to the safety of the residents of Revere, working his way through the ranks throughout his 33 years, and drawing praise at every step in the department. While serving his community as a firefighter, Chief Bright was also able, and I don't know how, was also able to advance his education. And he earned both a bachelor's degree and a law degree while he was working for the fire department, which is an exceptional accomplishment. Chief Bright is also a graduate of the Massachusetts Department of Fire Services Chief Fire Officer Management Training Program. He's a hazardous material technician and a certified fire officer 4, which is the highest level available in fire service. And throughout his career, Chief Bright has shown a willingness to continually strive to get better, because he knows he has the solemn duty of protecting our residents day in and day out. And this is just one of the many ways that the chief has shown his leadership ability, which is obviously a crucial component to this job. To be a leader in any respect requires more than just words. It requires setting an example for everyone in the community, and setting that example with your actions, which you have done day in, day out. And Chief Bright, as almost, I'm sure all of you know, heroically set an example for the entire department and the whole community last year when he rushed to duty when a fire broke out at his family home on Reservoir Ave. And for those actions on that day, the chief was awarded a Valor Award from the Governor of the Commonwealth, Charlie Baker, during the Firefighter of the Year Awards. And at that award ceremony, Governor Baker pointed out an important fact and made an important comment and commentary that I think sometimes we lose sight of. He said, "We throw the word hero around all too often, And then we get a stark reminder of what heroism looks like. And that day is the epitome of heroism. And this is an incredible day. And I have no doubt and all the confidence in the world that Chief Bright will inspire confidence in the department and prove to be a strong leader for the firefighters serving in it. Chris, it is my honor to call you Chief, and I look forward to working with you over the next few years.
Chief Bright, please raise your right hand and repeat after me using your own name after I say aye. I
Christopher Bright,
solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and impartially
that I will faithfully and impartially
discharge and perform
discharge and perform
all the duties incumbent upon me
all the duties incumbent upon me
as Fire Chief for the City of Revere,
as Fire Chief for the City of Revere,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
agreeably to the rules and regulations
agreeably to the rules and regulations
of the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth.
the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Chief. Chief, if you could please sign the book. Chief, if you have any comments, you may.
Well, should I have my son put my badge on?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll call upon Chief Bright's son to pin his father.
Thank you, everybody. I didn't prepare anything to say. This is a little bit overwhelming, but I want to thank everyone for coming here today. Mayor Rigo, Bob DeLeo, Rose Lee Vincent, all our city fathers and daughters here. My former boss, Chief Gene Doherty, Arthur Anderson, and Dan Doherty, and I see my old deputy, George Tulare, back here. My old Lieutenant, Jack Correggio. I'd like to thank all my current members for being here, the Honor Guard, working members, all the retirees here present. Of course, my family seated here, my wife, Mary, my daughter, Fallon, my son, Aiden, my sister Kathy, my brother Paul, my godchild Ashley, my sister-in-law Georgine, everybody who's here. I don't want to leave anybody out. My cousin Billy. It really is. I wasn't expecting this. It's overwhelming, but I truly appreciate it. And I can feel all the support. And I promise you, we're going to work for the next few years. We're going to make this fire department even better. I think we got a great department. And we got some great talent, and we're going to tap into it and continue on a lot of the fine work Chief Doherty was doing before me, and continue to move this department in a progressive way towards the future. So, again, I want to thank you, and I'm truly honored and humbled, and I look forward to the coming years and the work ahead. So, again, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it.
that concludes our swearing-in ceremony of Fire Chief Chris Bright. Mayor, if you have any additional comments. If not, there's a small collation here. Everyone's welcome to it.